Hi guys, in this video I'm going to explain how you can use scales in SynthMaster 3. SynthMaster 3 allows you to change the scale for each instance separately using this preset scale, or you can set the scale globally so that all SynthMaster 3 instances can share this scale globally. By default, the global scale is set to chromatic. But you can change the global scale to preset so that each instance can use its own preset scale like this. But for demonstration, I will play with the global scale only in this video. So when I click on this drop down, I see lots of different scales. Let's, for instance, load a major pentatonic scale. And when I load the scale, the notes of the scale here are highlighted on the keyboard. This scale is a 5-note scale, and we also have lots of different other scales like 7-note scales. For instance, we have a Dorian scale here. And what makes scales interesting is we also have microtonal scales, like these Arabic scales. So what's the difference between a microtonal scale and an equal tempered scale? Basically, most of these scales that you see here, let's load this major scale for instance, are equal tempered. Equal tempered means an octave, like this interval between C3 and C4, is divided into 12 equal intervals. And each interval is equal to 100 cents. That's one semitones. So the frequency ratio between this note and this note is 100 cents. And the frequency ratio between C3 and D3 is 200 cents. That's equal tempered. And when I click on this drop down, all of these scales that you see here, they are equal tempered, except these 12-tone alternate and 7-tone alternate scales. For instance, let me load this Arabic scale and play the scale notes. As you hear, it's not equal tempered, and if you look at the notes of this scale, actually, I'm going to open up the scales folder for this, the Arabic scale. Let's open up the scale definition. Speaking of scale definitions, SynthMaster 3 actually supports the open source Scala format, which is basically a text format. As you see here, this scale file is in Scala format, so its name is Arabic, and these are the intervals. So if you look at the scale notes, it's we have 0, which is like the note C, and then 200, that's note D. But then for the third note, it's not 400. Normally on a major scale or on an equal tempered scale, this should be 400, but this is 350. So the third note here is 350. So this is not D sharp. It's somewhere between D sharp and D. But if it were a minor scale, for instance, it would play like this. But since this is not equal tempered, it plays like this. So as you see, it sounds different. It's a microtonal scale and it's not equal tempered. We also see something similar for this note. I think it's this one. And if I were to play a minor scale, for instance, but the Arabic scale, so on D sharp and A sharp, we have microtones implemented in the scale file. Okay, so this is how SynthMaster plays scales. We also have other 12 note alternate scales. Let me start with a major. Let me play a major chord here. Now I'm going to play this chord with alternate tunings. So they slightly differ actually. And if you look at their Scala files, let's look at their files. Let's go to 12 note alternate scales. For instance, if I open up this one, normally it should increment by 100s. But here we see 92, 200, 296, 397. So it's off by a couple cents for each note. So it plays different compared to a major, compared to an equal tempered chromatic scale. So let's play them once again. This is chromatic. And let's play some alternate tunings. Okay, so these scales that I showed you were factor scales. You can also import your own Scala files under this folder. Let me show you how you can import them. So it's basically Documents, SynthMaster 3, Scales folder. This is where you can import your scales. And I already did that, so I have some scales here. For instance, let's try this one. Yeah, it sounds Middle Eastern, obviously. And this is how you can use factor scales or import your own scales. And there's another cool thing that you can do with the scales. You can actually use scales separately on each oscillator. For instance, let me load a major scale here, okay? And I'm going to add an LFO. And I'm going to modulate the pitch of the oscillator with this LFO. And when you play this, it will sound like a frequency sweep. But now I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to right click, and there's a quantize pitch menu here. So I'm going to select quantize pitch major, for instance. And let's slow this LFO down, and let's also make this a triangle LFO. Let's also change the phase. So it's basically quantizing the pitch, and it's using the major scale to quantize. Let's also try a minor scale. I can also use other scales. For instance, let's use a chord, like a major chord. Or I can even use some microtonal scale. Let's try an Arabic scale. So this is basically how you can use scales in SynthMaster 3. I hope you liked this video, guys.